Hello. I was like, am I live for a second? Hello. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my world of planning and scheming and happiness in the planning and scheming. My name is Alicia. This is my Sunday time to get us all together, and we just chill. We work on our planning. We get ourselves ready for the coming week. So what we're going to do in this session, as we do most Sundays, I haven't been here for the past 2 Sundays, but I'm back. What we're going to do is work on first we're going to do some journaling prompts. We're going to figure out why things maybe didn't go the way that we thought they would last week. And then we're going to think about how we can change things for the coming weeks and hopefully forever. But I have high aspirations. But yes, and then in our second half of this live stream, because we're here for 2 hours, what I'm going to do is work on my bullet journal, and then hopefully my weekly spread will come out looking something like this guy. We'll see. It's a little empty. Last week I kind of just lazed out a little bit. I didn't do the whole thing that I normally do, but that's okay. I have to do it the same every week. But yes, that is the goal. We're gonna work on our journaling, and we're going to get ourselves planned and ready for the coming week. And it's always such a pleasure to be here with all of you, and just to see how your planning is going and how things in your life are going. All right, so we're gonna get started, and let's see. First, I want to ask you, what is something that took up most of your time, energy this week? So that is something I definitely think we should explore. We are working on, just figuring out, what might have gone awry. What are you actually, kind of optimizing your life to be able to do? Because that's, the direction that we're going. That's where our dreams are. We're supposed to be going toward our dreams. So what took up the most time and energy last week? Do you think it aligned with what you wanted to do to pursue your dream? Budgeting mama! Hello, she's back. Hi. I missed your face. I'm like, well, I'm going to say that's your face. Hi, I missed you. I hope you're doing well. Happy Sunday to you. I like the sun. I like the sunshine emoji here. Yes, this morning is the dawn of a new day, or something like that. We'll see. Yeah. So what? What? Wait. Sorry. Yes, no budgeting mama. I'm like reading the chats ahead of myself. So no. All right. So Ellen, wait. What are you saying to me? So Ellen listed. Or wait. Ellen is saying, "Hi, Ellen. Hello. Welcome. It's good to see you. I give you a hug." I'm like, my mind is like. So you're saying, Ellen, that YouTube listed this live stream that's supposed to be 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time at 8 p.m. That's terrible. I don't like that. I will check on that. I'm sorry. No, I'm glad you came at the time that it was supposed to be. So no, that should not happen. I don't know. I'm sure there was some kind of miscommunication between my live stream software and YouTube or something like that, or maybe it's me. We don't know. But in any case, I'm glad you made it. Oh, and thank you for letting me know, because that's messed up. That's not cool. Yes, and hello, buddy mama. All right, y'all. Yes. Okay, so if you feel so inclined, feel free to let us know what took up most of your time and energy last week. What was maybe draining your energy unnecessarily? Yes, or maybe what was shiny, what was fun, what was taking up your time in a way that maybe wasn't the most like productive thing, but maybe that was enjoyable. It's not all bad stuff. So I'm curious to know. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think here. Looking down at my journal. Yeah, there were. I had a lot. I had a lot of high aspirations last week. I had a lot of things that I thought I was going to do and I didn't do, and I wrote a lot of things in my to-do list that didn't get checked off. So I'm right there with you. I had a house sit over. It was like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I just got back yesterday. I took care of a little dog, and it was fun, but at the same time, it messed up my routine, and I didn't get a lot done that I wanted to get done. But that's okay. We're back. We're back. It's Sunday, new week. All right, so we're gonna get going here. Our order of business is we're gonna gather our business sandwich. Our order of business is that we're going to gather our stuff, gather our gear, make sure we have everything we need for our journaling so we can just sit down and chill, we're gonna breathe. I don't know if these are in the right order anymore. I have been flipping my slides around a little bit. We're going to breathe. We're going to do some brain dumping. We're going to do some journaling prompts for about roughly 30 minutes. And then we will take a break. And then we will have the last half of our time as quiet journaling time. And I will do my weekly spread. You are welcome to join me in that. Yes. Okay. And then I want to know what's happening. All right. So we're going to get ourselves basically ready. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit. All right. So last week, whatever happened, whether it was good or bad, or whether you were productive. I put productive in quotes because what is productive? What does that actually mean? But whether you accomplished your goals or not, that's okay. We're here. We are still alive. We still have time to do stuff. So I want you to put last week behind you. All right. We're going to take some time to take some deep breaths. Yeah. All right. So first, I want you to close your eyes if that feels good for you. And we're going to take 3 cleansing, beautiful breaths. Okay? And we're going to go first in our nose, in through the nose. And then we're going to exhale through the mouth, feeling your shoulders go down more toward the floor. All right. Inhale again. Hold it at the top. And exhale. All right. One last deep breath. In through the nose. Hold it. And out through the mouth. All right. Bleh. Feeling good. Let your shoulders drop. Shake your arms. Get loose. All right. Now I think I do want you to actually open your eyes because I changed the slides. So don't look at that bottom part. We're going to, yeah, you kind of need your eyes open to work. So yes, first we're going to do a 5-minute brain dump. Now that you're all loose, we're going to give you the opportunity to get everything out on paper. I do see there is a comment in the chat. What's going on? Ellen, Cass, what's happening? All right. So, unfortunately, I used up a lot of time and energy trying to manage, oh, yes, with 2 injured hands. I did mean to ask you about that too, how your surgery went. And one of which still needs minimal surgery. Yeah, I would imagine. That just the fact that you are unable to, and I'm so sorry to hear all this too. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, just the fact that you're unable to kind of, be dexterous and do the things that you normally would have done. Yes, that is definitely going to take up a lot of time, and I'm so sorry. And I hope I hope that the surgery is coming soon, the second one. Um, yes, so I am so sorry to hear that. And yes, take so for you, that is a little like when you physically can't do the things that you would like to do. You have to be able to give yourself a little more time, a little more understanding. So yes, we are here for you and we support you in that. So Ellen, all right, don't beat yourself up over this, okay? Yeah, but we are sorry to hear that. And we hope that the recovery comes soon for your hands. And I don't know if did you get the first surgery because I remember a few weeks ago, um, we had been discussing that. So I hope at least there is some progress there. Yeah, okay, lady. No, we don't want to hear that. All right, y'all. Yeah. Okay, so now, yes, budgeting mama, we are sorry to hear that. No, we don't like this. I wish my screen would do the hearts. If I go like that, it's not doing it. Okay, so my computer screen, normally if I go like that, it'll send out hearts, but it won't do it. But just know, mentally, I'm doing that for you, Ellen. All right, yo. And then, yes, she has hair. All right, Lieutenant, good morning. Good morning to you. Yeah, slow morning. It is. We're just happy to see you. It's all good. It's all good. We're just happy you're here. And yes, we hope that, um, and yes, hello, Lieutenant. She is here. All right. And yes, Ellen, we are thinking about you. Absolutely. And hoping you get the relief and recovery. But in the meantime, we are so glad you're here, and we're glad you made it. I'm like, wow. So thank you so much for being here. All right, y'all. So we're gonna take some time. We're gonna do a 5-minute brain dump. Hopefully this timer will work, but maybe not. If not, then I will tell you what time, what's going on. Me and this timer. All right. So first, nope, it's not gonna work. All right, never mind. So it is 12 minutes after 13 minutes after the hour now. I'm going to give you till 18 minutes after the hour. And we're going to take our pens and we're going to just dump out everything that is in our brains, in our hearts, and yeah, just write until you can't write anymore. Or until 5 minutes is up, whichever comes first. I'm gonna turn the music up a little bit. Oh. So we are writing everything that you want to do in the future, or just whatever comes to your mind. It's okay. Okay, looks like we have about 1 more minute. All right, that was our 5 minutes of brain dumping, y'all. Okay, I hope that started to get a little bit of momentum for you as we go into our journaling session. And let's see what we have here in the comments. Yes. What? Ellen, she's out here picking horses. I love this. Okay. All right. Congratulations. Did you bet any money? Are we betting money on these horses? So you picked the horse that won the Belmont Stakes yesterday. That is amazing. Okay. All right. That's good. Yes. Congratulations on that. I know that must have felt exciting. Just going, yes, go horse. Uh, so that is a good start to our coming week, I think. So very good. All right, y'all. We did 5 minutes of brain dumping. I wanted to share this quote of the week that I will also be writing in my journal later. And it's kind of with our theme. I don't know. You are today where your thoughts have brought you. Make it beautiful. All right, so you are today where your thoughts have brought you. You will be tomorrow where your thoughts will take you. Oh my gosh. And that is by James Allen, author of As a Man Thinketh. Have I read this book? No. So, but supposedly he is the one of the pioneers of the self-help, self-development genre of books and things. So whether that's true or not, we don't know. But yes, I like that quote. All right, so you'll have that. And now I want to ask you, what it is time for us to think about. What do you want? What do you want in your life? I know maybe you want to be betting on the horses. Like, I kind of like this. I wish no. What do you want for this week? What do you want for your future? And I think, for me, I am always scattered in a million different directions. So it is very tempting for me to be like, okay, now this is it. This is what I want. But knowing, in my heart of hearts what I actually want. So sometimes it takes a moment to get back to what that is. So yes, I want you to, I'm going to just turn up the music for a second. We're going to just think about this. All right. And I'm going to give you 1 minute to think of, wow, to think about what you want. I had no set time. All right, so we're going to just make a section in your journal, and I want you to just think about what it is that you want. And this is a very broad question, I know. 1 minute. Until 23 after the hour. What do you want? Okay, I'm going to give you another, let's say, 30 seconds to think about this. All right. So if you're still writing, that's okay. I didn't give you a lot of time. So, yes, but I want this, whatever you wrote, to kind of guide you as we move forward toward planning the rest of our week. Okay, this is I want to get the gears turning. All right, while you plan the rest of your week. Okay, so now we're gonna move into some journaling prompts. I am making another. I like to, for each prompt or each section, I just put a little line in my journal so I know what's what, and I have a date at the top of the page, on the first page is what I'm writing. So yes, I don't know if you do that too. Let me know. But our first, our prompt. I can't talk. Our theme this week is, what's your life actually supporting? So what are your actions matching up with what it is that you actually want to do? So I know that is something that a lot of us struggle with, trying to figure out if that is actually true, if that's something that, you are actually working toward, if you are doing the right things that are going to lead you to where you want. So that's what we're going to think about this week. All right. So our first journaling prompt is going to be, what is my life actually supporting right now? What do you feel that your life is actually set up in a way so that you are actually moving toward the things that you want? Okay, so I really wish. Okay, so hey, it is 25 minutes after the hour now. I'm going to give you until 30 minutes after the hour to ponder this question. All right. And go. Okay, we have about one more minute. Ponder, what is my life actually supposed to? All right. Yes, that was 5 minutes. Ah, all right. So let's think about that. How are your actions supporting what it is that you want to do? Mm, All right. Now our next journaling prompt is going to be looking at last week. Where did my time and energy actually go? Where did you spend the most time and mental and physical energy? All right, so let's say, oh, I have a calendar, but I just can't show you guys. I'm going to do that. All right, and then I will tell you. But you're going to have another 5 minutes to ponder this question. Where did your time and energy spend the most time? All right, 5 minutes, y'all. Ah, no, I didn't know there was going to be a timer there, or an alarm there. Lieutenant, I hope that wasn't too much. There we go. All right, I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so that was our 5 minutes thinking about this question of looking at last week. Where did my time and energy go? It's time is just, it's like the grains of sand in an hourglass, if you remember soap operas, Days of Our Lives. But yeah, it's something that can slip away so quickly when you're doing something that is not meaningful or not interesting and not getting you where you want to be. So, all right, we're going to think about that some more. But our next journaling prompt is, what am I waiting to feel ready for? And the reason I have this prompt is because, yes, I spent, I had a project that I was going to work on over the past week, and I did it because like, all the ducks weren't in a row. I thought that needed to be there in order for me to do this thing. So it felt very appropriate to think about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lieutenant. Every time now, I think about, when I have a timer on during a live stream. I'm like, no, dog, we can't. All right, so I'm glad that that we didn't disturb the dog and make him her, I believe it's her, go crazy, because I know how that is when you're in a room with a crazy dog. And they're just very agitated, so I don't want that for you. All right, y'all. So yes, let's work on this journaling prompt, and I'm going to give you a 5 minutes to ponder this. What is something that I've been procrastinating on? What is something that that doesn't feel quite right for me to get started, like the planets aren't aligning or whatever? And how can I want you to first name it so we can start to think about how we can change that mindset. All right, so 5 minutes starting now. So that'll put us at 43 after the hour. Okay, we have approximately 30 seconds to continue pondering this journaling prompt. Okay. Uh, all right. So that was our prompt. I want to help you think about what you've been procrastinating on. And what are you, because that's what it is, right? We don't want to say that, but that's really what it is. It's like we are waiting for everything to be absolutely perfect before we get started. So, and I say we because I definitely am a victim of that as well. All right, so our next journaling prompt is, where would a little more structure help me right now? So, with, well, being unemployed myself, thinking about having different structures to my week and doing specific things on specific days. I'm wondering if that would help me. So yes, right now it's just, oh, I'll do whatever it is when it seems right to do it. But sometimes it's like, no, maybe Monday you do job searching. Maybe Tuesday you work on your YouTube channel. I don't know. So I used to have it set up that way, and then of course life happens, and now it's just whatever goes. So I was wondering that myself. All right, so the question is, where would a little more structure help me right now? So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to think about that. So yes, all right, so 50 minutes after the hour. We will continue writing until then. Okay, we have about 45 seconds. Okay, that was it. All right. So that was our time for that journaling prompt. Sometimes I get so into what I'm writing. I know you guys are there. I'm sorry. So now we are going to go on to the next prompt. If I planned next week to support my actual priorities, what would change? um, so yes, what would you have to switch around? What would you have to let go of in order to actually make time for your real priorities? What we said that we wanted at the beginning of this. All right. So give you another 5 minutes for that. Yes. All right. So we will go until it'll be 10:56 Eastern time. 56 minutes after the hour. We have approximately 1 minute left. All right. Pens down. No, you don't have to put your pen down, but that is our time for that journaling prompt. Whew, that one hurt my brain a little bit. I don't know about you. Trying to kind of put the puzzle pieces together and think of what would actually change in my week if I actually thought about what my priorities are. So I wonder if it did the same for you. Is your brain hurting a little bit? All right. So with that, perhaps this is a good time to take a break. So I'm going to give us 5 minutes. Get your yayas out. It's Sunday. All right, get your feelings lined up. All right, and also get some coffee if you need some. Get some water. Dance it out. Hug your dog. Hug your mom if they're there. Yes, and then we will be back here in 5 minutes. I know you are doing a fabulous job with your journaling. So already we're ahead, right? Okay, so all right, and I will see you back here at 3 minutes after the next hour. That sounds about right. All right, go ahead and take a break, y'all. Good job with the journaling. I know your hands probably hurt. Hello, hello, I am back. I hope you are back from the 5 minute break. I hope it was refreshing for you. Yeah, I hope you got some water or a beverage of your choice. If you had a mimosa, I am not mad at you at all. So, yes, it was a good break for me. I had coffee, which I probably don't need. Hmm. So, all right. Yay, Ellen. All right, we're making some progress. We're doing some stuff. Things are happening. The gears are turning. It is magical. Do you feel the magic? I do. All right, so now, sometimes things just come out of my mouth, and I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to give us another 5 minute break, 5 minute brain dump time, not break, although that would be awesome too. And we will think about what we just wrote in the previous time before the 5 minute break. And yeah, just kind of let it marinate a little bit, and whatever is ready, I'm trying to go with the cooking thing, whatever is cooked fully, get it out onto the page. All right. Okay. All right. No mimosas today, Lieutenant, but you know, perhaps in the future. Wouldn't that be lovely, like journaling with mimosas? Okay. Tea is good as well. There. And coffee and all of the breakfast beverages of our choice. Okay. I'm going to give us 5 minutes to now think about what we wrote before. I wrote a lot of things. So now I'm going to think about why I wrote those things for 5 minutes. And I'm going to set a timer. I'm sorry that you guys can't see it, but we will go until 10 minutes after the hour. Okay, and a go. Okay, we have about 1 minute left. Very good. All right, that was our 5 minutes to brain dump and get all of that. Whoop, my mouse. Get all of that stuff that's swirling around out of our heads and onto the page. So that's what that's about. All right, I see Miss Ellen. Yes, that's a candle. You're reading my mind. You got a candle that smells like mimosas. It's amazing because mimosas are all right. They're all right with me always. So that is beautiful. I bet that smells. It just sounds like it would make you so happy when you light it and you're just like, it is Sunday, even if it's a Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I like that. All right, Ellen. All right, Ellen. I'm going to your house. Okay, so now we're going to take everything that we wrote. Let me turn this thing off. There we go. We're going to take everything that we wrote. We wrote a lot, hopefully, and we're going to either highlight if you have your highlighters or underline things that are jumping out at you that you wrote. Okay, there may have been like an aha moment or something that you need to remember for the coming week when you do your planning. So I want you to think of those things. Just read back and have fun with it. Take your highlighters and go crazy. All right, so I'm going to give you 3 minutes for that. Yes! I can find the timer. What happened to it? There it is. All right. Oh, technology. Okay, so now it is 12 minutes after the hour. So I'm going to give us until a quarter after the hour. Math. Okay, we have about 30 seconds. Yes. Maybe that's okay. Maybe that timer is not only irritating. All right, so that was our 30 or 33 minutes of highlighting time. And now it is what we've all been waiting for, or maybe just me. I'm going to give us the rest of this hour, most of the rest of this hour, to do our quiet journaling and planning time. So, everything that we've been writing, everything that we've been highlighting, I swear I'm not making you do this just because. Okay, so the reason we do this is so that we have a little bit more clarity around what we want to plan for the week and how we want to structure our week. Okay, so let me turn the page. You guys don't see the rope, and I'm going to go ahead and put my little overhead camera on. All right, and now if you feel, ooh, I got my post-its here for random ideas. I'm full of ideas. Um, if you feel so inclined to follow along with me, if you are a bullet journaler as well, you can, check out what I do and either do it or not do it. It's your thing. I don't know. And we will have this time together and get our weeks somewhat organized. So, all right. Wait. Ellen, roll. Yeah. Need to do scheduling with the necessary daily chores. I'm right there with you, actually writing down what the chores are and finding good times to when you have the energy and time to be able to do those things. So I wish you good luck with this and let me know what you do because I may need some assistance with that myself. All right, but very good. I think that's a good thing to write. Actually, write that down instead of just saying, "Oh, I'm gonna wipe the counters one day." We know. All right. So I will be here. Feel free to drop a message in the chat if you would like. I will try to be as quiet as possible on my end until roughly 11:55 Eastern time. So, all right. Okay. Good luck to you. You're gonna do the next one. What? Yeah, I'm just gonna stop. Okay. uh, Okay, everyone, I'm going to give us another minute to get into our quiet journaling time. Oh, okay. All right. How was that quiet journaling time for you? I hope, God, I got so much, that's so much like scattered on my desk right now. I hope that was a good session for you. I hope it gave you some clarity as to what you plan to do this week and how you plan to manage your time. This time, Friday could be all different. I know myself. Um, but the main thing is that you are making a plan, and yeah, some things are gonna life happen, but the fact that you're writing things down and having some intentionality in what you're doing is very important, I think. So good. All right, I'm going to show you just briefly what I have done with my bullet journal. Here, I'm gonna make this bigger. All right. Um. So yes. All right. So this is my weekly spread. It is my camera's tilted, so it looks so weird. All right. Yes, this is how it generally looks. I have an intention of the week here. I intend to add more structure to my week, even if I have to try new and drastic question mark ways of doing so. By living with intention, I will be able to focus on my goals and what I want life to be. So I write that, but I know at the same time, like, life happens, and sometimes you kind of need things to be willy nilly and not structured in order to learn. I feel like that's part of the learning process as well. When you have all these things kind of scattered about, and then you have to pull them together and figure out what's really important, if that makes sense. So yeah, yeah. So I'm structured this week. I'm trying. And then this is my habit tracker. I put these lines in different places because on these days I don't expect myself to do these things. Writing 500 words a day, that is something that I did every day without fail. I pulled back away from that, but so right now I'm not really focusing on doing them on the weekends as much. And also exercise. I walk every day except for Sunday. Then reading and then writing and vitamins. And these are kind of like two extra things that I try to put, like um, job applications. And I want to write for 1 hour. So yeah, I don't anticipate. So what I'm trying to do is have the first part of the week be about like job focused, career focused stuff. And then second part of the week is going to be like writing and actually focusing on my YouTube channel. What's that about? So that's why it's like, okay, on these days I don't expect myself to write because that's for the end of the week. And then my goals for the week: do 9 to 10 job applications. It used to be 10 a day, and now I'm like, no. And I'm working on a little like ebook. Don't get too excited about it, but yeah, it's something that I already wrote and that I need to actually rewrite. And this is our quote of the week: "You are today where your thoughts have brought you. Ooh, you will be tomorrow where your thoughts will take you." And that is James Allen. And that's it. And then I got my little like stampies for the weather. It's gonna be not such a great week here in Cincinnati. So it's gonna be thunder, lightning, rain, cloudy, And then Saturday, miraculously, we do have partially partial sun, so or partial clouds, depending on how you look at it. And then here's my to dos on this side, schedule stuff on this side that actually has a time where I have to do the thing. And Sunday, I put a little heart because I really don't have to dos on Sunday, but I do plan on doing something with my hair. That's very important. And reading. All right. So that's it. This is my weekly spread. This is how I kind of keep myself organized throughout the week. It is always a work in progress. Each week looks slightly different. And then eventually, after a while, I just say, you know what, F it. And I'm going to just do something different and just completely overhaul it. So, yes, yes, yes. All right. Let me put myself smaller. Or wait, bigger, whatever. All right. Yay. All right. Ellen. Aw. Well, thank you, friend. Thank you. We'll see. I'm going to knock on wood. I'm going to just hope that this week goes the way that it looks here. That's all we can do is hope. But yes, thank you for being here with me to watch this happen. And so Lieutenant, yeah. So I have a book on Amazon now, but it's nothing to do with journaling. It is about my tutoring. So yes, I have been an English tutor on and off for a few years now, and I don't do it full time because money, but I do enjoy it. I do enjoy helping students and yeah, meeting people around the world. So I have a book about that, and I decided I'm going to update that, and that's going to be. My hope is that the floodgates will just open after I start writing that book. You feel me? So, and then hopefully there will be a book about journaling, but I don't. All right, but yes, that I feel like at least starting to write in some capacity is where it's at. So thank you, Fish. All right, I should write a book about journaling. I should. Now yeah. But first, I'm gonna fix the book that I already wrote. Okay, so all right, now this is it, y'all. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so on Wednesdays I do admin night. I actually here, let me do that. So yes, I hope you join me. It's Wednesday night. It's not journaling focused as much. It's just more about just us body doubling together and working on our projects. So job applications for me, I'll have 3 to do at least to get to my weekly goal. And so yeah, I'll be here. It'll be kind of the same format if you've not joined us before, except that there are no journaling prompts. It's us working on our stuff, and I will have focused work blocks so we can do that. That's every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And then I will see you next Sunday, I hope, back here for journaling. I hope. We'll see. All right. Before I go, I want to give you this last bonus prompt. Okay. So here I'm going to make it bigger. You can take a screenshot. This is something just to ponder in your own on your own time. So the prompt is, if someone looked at my calendar, routines, and habits, but had never heard me talk about my goals, what would they think is most important to me? Woof. So I'm looking at my weekly spread right now. Yeah, they would think that getting a job is important, so, which is true. But also, there could be more time devoted to things that I actually love, but not this week. All right. But yeah, that is your bonus prop to think about as you move through the rest of today. And I thank you so much for being here. Here, I don't know if you got a chance to do a screenshot or if you want to write it. But yeah, I think this would be nice for your solo time this afternoon. All right, y'all. And I just want to thank you all so much for joining us today. I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy seeing you every week. And I want the best for you this week. And I hope that, that things go as planned. That's all we want is just that some things to go as planned. Let's shoot for like 80% this week. Can we do that? Yeah. Okay. All right. I send you guys a hug. I thank you for the support as always. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Give me a like. It's YouTube. We know what that means. Definitely share this video with a friend if you have someone who likes to journal as well. Or, you know, yeah. Have a good week. I'm gonna give you all. I don't know what the heck is wrong with me today. I've had plenty of sleep. I haven't had a whole lot of coffee. Just hyper. I'm just feeling the energy in my soul from you guys. That's what it is. All right. So, all right. I give you a hug. Thank you, Lieutenant. Oh my gosh. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just bringing your energy to us every week. I love it. And yes, all right. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Thank you, Patrick Mama. Yes. Happy Sunday. May it be a good week. All right. I'm going to leave you with that. All right. And also, let me not forget the upside down wave. Have a wonderful week, y'all. You did a fabulous job. You hung in there. It's going to be a good week. Okay? I feel it. Feel it. All right.